Hello everyone, it's Becca from Becca Books and Bujo, and today I am sharing with you the 23 goals I hope to accomplish in 2023. I have done this type of goal before where I set 22 goals in 2022, 21 and 21. I think I've done it all the way since 2018. It's a fun way to kind of get some things done that you've been meaning to do and quantify the amount of things you need to do in the year. And I will update you on how I did overall in 22 for 2022, but I do have quarterly check-ins that I will put down in the description box below. But today I will tell you about the 23 things I hope to accomplish in 2023. So let's just jump right in. I have split these goals into 4 different categories. The first category is lifestyle, so things that I'm going to try to incorporate almost daily that will change my way of living, you could say. So the first is to play piano more often. And I know that that goal is kind of broad. So I am going to choose a few, there are sonatas in here, or just pieces, I guess, maybe not all sonatas, but I'm going to choose a few in this Classics to Moderns in the intermediate grades piano book. I have played a couple of these before and I want to master, I'm gonna say 3 of them by the end of the year, just so that I can get back into playing the piano. I feel like last year I focused on learning how to play the guitar, that I didn't play the piano hardly at all. So I'm going to use this book to help me incorporate playing piano into my lifestyle a little bit more. The next is looking into intermittent fasting. There is a book that I've heard about called Fast, Feast, Repeat. I don't remember who it's by, but I'll put a picture of it right here. So I would like to read that book, see what kind of fasting plan I could go on, and possibly incorporate it. If after reading the book I decide that it is not for me, then I will count that goal as completed. But I think that it might be a good way for me to lose some weight and use the food that I am consuming a little bit better. At least that's what I understand from fasting. So that was goal number 2. Goal number 3 is to cross stitch. I hope to complete 1 cross stitch by the end of the year. I used to cross stitch almost every day. I get patterns, and my husband so lovingly, I think my husband gave me this cross stitch pattern last year for Christmas, and I believe I started it. So it's this Pretty Flowers. I hope it focuses. Flowers in jars. I have another one started somewhere, but this is the one I want to focus on. The other one I have started is owls, but let me see. Yeah, so I have done this much in this cross stitch. I think it's a couple of the jars. I like to kind of start in the middle and work my way out, but cross stitching is such a fun way to use your hands while maybe you're watching TV or listening to books. And so I want to cross stitch more often, and the goal by the end of the year is to complete this project. The next one is kind of a biggie for me because I have said that you will never see me running, but I would like to complete a Couch to 5K. I know 5K is only like 3.5 miles or something like that, but I have never been able to run that long in my entire life, and I would like to get in shape a little bit more. I am thinking about the long run and having my kids have kids, and I want to be a part of their lives, and so I want to make sure that I'm as healthy as possible. So I'm hoping to complete a Couch to 5K and then incorporate running into my lifestyle. I love walking, and I love listening to podcasts, books, music as I walk. And so I think that jogging could be for me. So I'm going to try it with a Couch to 5K plan. I've looked online and there are various programs to complete a Couch to 5K. And I think I will do one that is in a 6 to 8 week program, so I will likely do that in the summer. Goal number 4 is to start this mom journal and keep it going throughout the year. My mother-in-law gave me this mom journal. It's called 3-Year Mom Journal, 1 question a day to prompt reflection and record memories. It is written or compiled by Scarlett Paulici. This is I think going to be a fun way to reflect on my days and incorporate my kids on reflecting in my days. I currently have a 4-year journal where I write something, just a sentence about the day, and I think this will be a fun way to do it instead, where I look at my life and my kids' lives, and especially in the next 3 years when they'll be doing so much growing, and maybe we'll add another child into the mix in the next 3 years. It'll just be fun to see how they grow and how we grow as a family. So for example, I'm just going to open up to a random day. Here's February 26th. What movies did you watch as a family in the past year? And so for this one right now, if I had to answer it, we're in a huge Frozen kick. So we've been watching Frozen, Frozen 2, and Cars. Theodore loves Cars, and Moana, as Theo calls it, Moana. So that's how I would answer it for that year. But you, here is an example. You put in 2022, or I guess next year it'll be 2023. And then each year you answer that same prompt. So it'll be fun to see how we change from year to year and how they change and grow. So I will be doing this, and hi Bonnie, I will probably do it every night before I go to bed. That is when I do my other journaling. Goal number 6 in our lifestyle goals is to declutter and kind of clean up our house a little bit. We have a lot of stuff. We moved a year ago and moved all of that stuff, and in the process of the move, I realized that we have a lot of stuff, and I would like to go through our whole house. That feels like a big undertaking, but definitely our storage room, because we have bins in our storage room that we moved that we hadn't looked at for the 3 years that we lived in our previous house, didn't look at throughout the moving process, and now haven't looked at for the 1.5 years that we've lived in this current home. So it's time to go through those bins, purge some of the things that we have been holding on to, but also just declutter. And I know people say you shouldn't declutter when you have kids because you should have stuff for them to play with, to read. But I'm not even thinking about their stuff necessarily. I'm wanting to declutter and clear out some of the things we've held on to that we do not use and have not looked at for years. So that is going to be that goal. And my last lifestyle goal is to complete the 30-day yoga challenge. And I did this in 2022, and I did it as just do those 30 days of yoga sometime throughout the year. This year, I'm really going to try to do it in the month of January with the rest of the Yoga with Adriene community, where I would do a yoga video every day in the month of January. Her word that she's focusing on this year is center, and I think that that would be really nice to center myself, start the year off right, and do these yoga videos at the beginning of the year in January. And then I would hope to continue on doing yoga throughout the year. All right, let's move on to some financial goals. So this should be goal number 8. And this goal is just kind of to go along with the decluttering and clearing out some things in our house. I would love to try to make $500 off of selling some of the things we don't use on either Facebook Marketplace, or I sell books on Pango. So I would like to try to make $500 throughout the year selling the things that we do not use, and hope that other people could use them better in their lives. So that's a fun goal that I think will be exciting to track in my bullet journals, and just see if we can get close to that $500 mark. I don't know if I'm setting that way too high, way too low with what the kind of things we might have to sell, but we'll see. Goal number 9 is to apply for a cashback credit card. We have a credit card currently, but its rewards are not super great. And actually through Willie's job, through education Minnesota, there is a good cashback credit card that we have been meaning to apply for, and we just have not done it. I think we looked at it back in September. We just haven't done it yet. So we are going to try to do that in 2023 and start using it so that we can make money on spending money. Goal number, what are we at? 10 is to reach $6,000 in our emergency fund. This is a goal that I brought from 2022 into 2023. We didn't complete it in 22. That's a sneak peek for my recap of my 22 goals in 2022, but we did not reach that goal. We came close. I think we are about a little more than halfway there. And so we will focus a little bit more on that goal next year. Along the same vein, one of our goals in 2022 was to pay off a family loan. We took a family loan out when my husband was doing his master's degree, and we would like to pay off this family member. They have said no rush, no worries, but it's just kind of something we would like to do for them. So my goal in 22 was to pay off the loan completely. Originally, the loan was a little bit more than $10,000, and we did pay down a pretty good amount in the year of 2022, but I would like to pay off half of what we have left of that amount in 2023. So again, that should be around $3,500. So I think those financial goals are manageable and doable in the new year. Now we're going to move on to my goals that I call one and done, where you just do it once and you get to check it off, instead of the lifestyle goals where you kind of do it throughout the year. The financial goals, you kind of do it throughout the year. The one and done, you check it off as soon as you do it. So the first one, I guess this maybe isn't a one and done, but in my eyes, I see it as checking off. And it's a fun one, so I'm excited to do it, is to rewatch The Office. And as I rewatch the episodes, I would love to listen to the Office Ladies podcast. That is, now I can't think of their names, but it's Pam and Angela in the show. They have this podcast where they talk about each of the episodes of the show in their podcast. And my husband loves The Office, and so I think I could get him to do this with me. And this is just a fun thing that I think would be enjoyable to do throughout the year of 2023. There are 9 seasons of the show, the television show. I'm not sure if the Office Ladies podcast have gotten through all of the show, but of those 9 seasons, one of them only has 6 episodes, so that'll be easy to get done. And then the other 8 seasons have anywhere from 23 to 28 episodes, so it is an undertaking. The episodes are short. They are like 22 minutes long, so we watch TV anyways, and maybe I could be cross-stitching while we watch the show or listen to the podcast. So I can kind of double dip in some of the things that I want to do with this goal. And it's exciting to have some fun things to do. And I can just imagine the tracker I'll have. I'll put all the seasons and the episodes and cross them off as we go. It'll be super fun. Okay, the next one and done is go to the eye doctor. I haven't been to the eye doctor since before I was pregnant with Theodore, and that was in 2019. So it has been way too long. We have moved to a new location where one of our pretty close friends is going to be our eye doctor, and every time I see him, hang out with him, I'm like, we need to get appointments. He's now booked out through the end of January, so I need to make an appointment, go to the eye doctor, and get new glasses, because if you didn't see my Vlogmas video from last weekend, my mom broke my glasses last week, and these are my old pair, and luckily I had them as a spare, but I need a new prescription, new glasses. I can get this done in 2023. The next one is a funny housekeeping one, but our upstairs toilet in our house sometimes runs every once in a while. So there must be something wrong with the seal, and I'm hoping that we can just get someone in to fix that. Easy. Need to call someone, have them come look at it, and fix the toilet. I don't know if it's wasting a bunch of water, but it's loud and annoys us. And so we can get that done in 2023 also. The next one is a rollover from 22, which we did in 22, but I want to keep doing it every single year. So in 2023, I want to take good family pictures, professional photographer taking our pictures. We took really cute ones in 2022. I'll put some right here. But I would like to do this again in 2023. To go along with this, I would love to print some of the pictures we've taken either this year in 2022 or next year in 2023 or in previous years past. I would love to print some of those pictures and hang them around our house. Get nice prints, get them framed, and put them around our house. Right now we have stuff like this. You can see like Minnesota artwork around. We've got nice artwork, but we don't necessarily have pictures of us hanging in our house. And I think that that's important as our kids grow up. Seeing us being happy as a family in our house will be nice for them, for us. I want some pictures of us around, and my kids, I guess mostly. I want nice pictures of them around our house too, because right now it just looks like any random person could live in our house. So, and then lastly, another carryover that we did in 22, but I'd love to do again in 2023. I always like to send Christmas cards on this list because it keeps me accountable to actually do it. I love to get them done in November, send them out the first week of December. So I know that that's one I will likely do, but want to get it on there to hold me accountable. Now we are moving on to what I'm going to call my YouTube or side hustle or Becca Books and Bujo goals. I have really delved into the world of BookTube, of YouTube, social media this year. I started my channel back in 2021, but I have really been more consistent in 2022. I think I've posted 1 or 2 videos a week this whole year. And so I have decided to focus on just some goals just on YouTube. So the first goal is to hit 1,000 subscribers in 2023. I know that there's nothing really I can do to reach that, so it's not really a personal goal, but looking back at my numbers over the last 2 years, I think that I can reach that. I'm just under 700 right now at the point of filming, and so I think I can get 300 in the next year. Fingers crossed. And if I don't reach that goal, I know that it's nothing I did wrong, but if I just keep posting consistently, promoting my channel, then I think I could get to that 1,000 subscriber mark. The next goal for YouTube is to try live streaming. I love to participate in live reading sprints with various YouTubers or booktubers here on YouTube, and I would like to join in the fun. I am intimidated by live streaming, but I think it could be fun and it'd be a nice way to build my community even more here on YouTube. The next goal is also something I'm going to need to save some money for, so could be in the financial goals, but I would love to purchase a new camera for filming videos. I have done some research and I decided I want this one. I don't even remember what it's called. It's a Canon something. I'll put a picture of it right here, but it would be nice to have a dedicated filming camera for these videos. Next, I would like to change my YouTube profile picture. Sounds easy enough, right? Currently, it's just a picture of me and my son when he was probably 8 months old. So I need to update that. I need to change it. That could be something that could just be an easy tick off my goals list, but I want one that incorporates books a little bit more. When I started my channel, I thought it was going to be books and bullet journaling and my life in general, which I think that is still my channel, but I think I focus a little bit more heavily on books. I would say 75% of my content is book related. So I would like to have a profile picture that reflects that. So that's goal number, I don't even know what we're at. Hopefully I'll be putting them at the bottom of the screen so you can tell. I think that was goal 21. Goal number 22 is to post more regularly on my Bookstagram. So I know That's not really booktube related, but booktube and bookstagram go hand in hand. I feel like I could get followers from one to the other. So I would like to post more regularly on Bookstagram. I've done really well in December because I've been participating in a readathon that I love to post my progress on Bookstagram, but I think I could get better at taking more aesthetically pleasing pictures and just kind of coming up with more of a schedule to post on Bookstagram. So that's a goal of mine. I need to get better at just using Instagram in general too. I don't think I'm good at reels or stories or posts or knowing which kind of picture or video should go where. So I just need to look into that, follow some people, and decide how I want to proceed with my channel, or I mean my Bookstagram going forward. Okay, and then the last goal number 23, is kind of a teaser because goal number 23 is to complete my reading goals, which I have a lot of reading goals, and I didn't want all of my reading goals to take up my 23 for 2023. So this is the first year that I am splitting my kind of more lifestyle goals with my reading goals. So teaser, if you want to know these goals, you'll have to subscribe to my channel and watch for a video coming up soon with my bookish goals for the year of 2023. But my 23rd goal in the 23 for 2023 is to complete those bookish goals. So those are my 23 goals. I am excited about these. I've been kind of thinking about them throughout the year. Every time I think of something that I would like to do, I kind of jot it down in my bullet journal, and I'm excited that I can finally share them with you and kind of consolidate them and make them into this list that I've shared with you today. So if you would like to follow along with the journey, I do quarterly updates on these goals on my channel. I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel and see how I do throughout the year on these goals. Comment down below if you have goals for the new year and how you do goal setting. It's always fun to see what people like to do in the new year, if they like to have goals, if they think that that's crazy and they don't want to stick to certain goals. I'd love to chat with you down in the comments below. Like this video on your way out, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.